Power Prophet makes it through. So does Invoker. What a great time to be alive, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I really like how EMPOW4 used the vengeful ban to secure the Invoker for themselves, because Congee, they wanted the first pick, and the way they banned the Earth Spirit, it was like clear that Death Prophet or Invoker had to go through. And then EMPOW4 they just said, okay, we're not gonna ban either of those, so we can grab the other one. It's safe for us. Yeah, good drafting. I'm I don't know where they want to go with the Keeper of the Light, but I'm excited because I just love that hero.
Yeah, he's definitely underutilized, but I mean he's still very powerful in his own right. So I'm assuming that they're, I mean, especially with the scepter upgrade, I mean the heal should really not be underestimated. I mean during the daytime push, and it's really impactful. So we'll see if they decide to draft around that or.
Yeah, and also the Blinding Light is really underestimated spell. I mean, 80% miss chance, and it has a 50% uptime when you're level 16.
Yeah. Not to mention, I mean, Mana Leak. I mean, he's a very useful hero. It's just he's just not used that much. Period. I
The
mean,
thing is, he
Standard
doesn't
or
have
Pro.
he doesn't have a reliable stun as a support. That's a little bit iffy.
Yeah, but I mean, the other utility is pretty crucial. I mean, everything else he can do is pretty awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
Well, you get the knockback from Blinding Light too, so I mean, it's obviously not that.
Yeah, but
reliable.
it doesn't cancel any channeling ability, so you can
No,
still
it's more
TP
for
out.
positioning. But they got Earthshaker, who does have a couple stuns there, sir. So that helps.
Yeah, so that problem should be fixed.
Yeah, and Invoker,
like...
well, depending on which way he goes, he'll have crowd control as well. So.
Congee, they go for this growth mate combo, more or less. And I also like the Death Prophet as a core together with Faceless Void. Because even when you chrono your Death Prophet in together with the rest of the team, he doesn't care when his exorcism is still going.
10 seconds
Yeah,
to go.
the Chrono and Mystic Flare, an age-old partnership, so not a surprise to see those two. I'm wondering if they're gonna like build the lineup around the Chrono, or if it's just those two ultimates and they're gonna pick a couple other heroes that can be
They're
more.
gonna have to pick a ranged carry, and they banned the user themselves, so they might want to pick up a Gyrocopter, I'd say, or maybe a Luna.
Yeah, both of those have pretty limited range though, so gotta be
Yeah,
careful.
but it's still better than a Wraith King.
Who the hell brought up Wraith King? Where did that come from?
Yeah, I first wanted to say Juggernaut, but then I realized that Omnislash is pretty decent fusion towards Chronosphere, because you can still like deal damage when it's up.
Oh, whoa. Terrorblade. Wow.
That's just me.
I'm excited now.
That makes the Keeper of the Light pickup a lot more reasonable, because you can recall him to make him farm faster, and the illusions just are really squishy. But when you have the Aghanim Scepter and you can heal them up every time, you can just keep going.
Oh my gosh, that's just evil. Yeah. And okay, so the Jakiro, so they're really playing around this Chrono, but I mean, is that putting too much pressure on the Void? If your team fight is so
still okay.
ultimate centric, I mean, I get it. You pop the Chrono. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have Exorcism, but I mean, you're definitely gonna want to have Mystic Flare and at least an Ice Path in there for.
That's just the fact. With concussive shot slow, you should be able to get the Ice Path, and that secures the Mystic Flare. Like that's still a little Chrono combo, I'd like to say. Of course, not that reliable, not that big, but it still should work for some pickoffs.
Alright, so we're looking for an offlaner here for EMPOW4, I imagine, correct?
Yeah, they could send the Earthshaker offlane, but I don't like too much.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Death Prophet. She's not super easy to gank, but I mean, if the Earthshaker can get good position, and maybe even get a lucky rune, I mean, you never know. Oh, okay, Doom.
Oh, they go for the Doom, so.
a fairly greedy lineup, but I mean, considering how they performed last game, I don't see that as being an issue here.
Yeah.
There you go, you got your gyro.
Yeah, that's the range carry.
Yep, not to mention call down. I mean, they can just throw everything into that little time bubble, so.
I'm just a little bit worried for the side of PO4 to secure their safe lane.
Places, everyone.
The thing is, like, Earthspirit is a really good ganker, but Void can just jump over the Fisher every time, so he
Earthspirit?
can't get blocked in by that. Earthshaker.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Uh,
Alright.
so yeah,
Doom off lane.
Void should be pretty safe in this lane.
Bringing it back. God, I haven't seen Doom off lane. I mean, I've run it myself a few times, but it's so greedy. It's so greedy. And I mean, I love that they have the hard camp here, but I mean, you don't, especially against a tri lane, you're not gonna have great access to the jungle. So I mean,
Yeah, but when you get the Seder, hard
yeah,
camp, it's
hey,
like
man, it's
you
all
won.
about RNGs. I've gotten plenty of trolls in my life. Can't really do much with net and skeleton.
30
It's
seconds.
unfortunate. He's so mana choked at the beginning, it's just miserable. But actually, I don't know if they're just posturing here to maybe get a ward down or contest the rune, but no, they
I
can't.
think they just want to protect their. Yeah, they just want to protect their jungle.
Yeah, if this is a solo offlane Doom, he's gonna have his work cut out for him for sure.
The game is on.
And looks like they won't contest. Yeah, it's just a rune trade.
Wow, Death Prophet way out of position here, so Jakir actually picks up the bounty. Gets some early harassed onto the Doom, but he's got plenty of regen, so he's not too worried about it. So how do you feel about the Void change overall?
I really like it. I feel like as a carry, he lacked tank ability, even with a backtrack. And now how they changed him, he's a better offlaner, and that's just the rule where I think he belongs to.
Yeah, the utility. I mean, the build-up's a little bit slower, but I mean, yeah, the hero, he just offers more now. You're not relying completely on RNGs just to save your hide.
Yeah, and the old carry void needed so much farm to be really carrying that it wasn't really viable anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just gave him a new niche where he could do stuff, and I like it how he is. And he also is really awesome against Invoker, because even when you don't have the spell invoked, when it's on cooldown, you still get slowed because you still own the spell.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Mana Leak versus Time Walk. Ouch. Ouch. That sucks. And he's almost guaranteed to get that off every time, too.
Hey, it's Shakiro! And
Wow, 61% win rate. Across 57 games. That's a pretty decent sample size. It's a very good sample size.
A lot of white games.
Yeah, Void's actually he's gonna be pretty pissed off too. So both these offlanes gonna be really, really difficult. The mana leak is really gonna cause trouble for him here.
I mean, he actually just needs to be good to go.
Look at that. Doom got this Seder creep. So Earthshaker will camp the lane just for a little bit, hoping to get some XP, but that's not really gonna happen here. The Jakira's been really good about zoning everybody out here, so they're stacking and pulling at will here. Skyrath working overtime.
It's probably gonna be a solo offlane Earthshaker on jungle.
Yeah. Doom
Yeah,
just dips
they're
out.
just switching.
I mean, it's definitely not ideal, but I mean, at least now the Doom can get something, you know. Unfortunately, he's gonna want to keep this Seder, the creep passive, so I mean, he's not gonna be able to devour any of these creeps unless.
Yeah, that's the problem with the new creep changes. Like
Yeah,
almost every creep now has an effect.
Yeah. Sadly, my friend found that out the hard way. He had Alpha Wolf for half the game, and he goes and eats a baby centaur. What, did this thing have something now? Yep.
Yep, and the cloak aura like 5% magic resistance for a hero is nice.
Oh yeah, whoo! That's a game changer right there. All right, so Skyrath that actually moves mid, so they're gonna pressure Canuck because they know how devastating he was last game, and they're not gonna allow that to happen again. And it looks like he's going right for the Midas here. He's right up there atop the CS board with the gyro and the Terrorblade, so I see why.
I mean, he's going for the Exort build, and I think Exort or Invokers usually just go for the Midas to get more levels.
Yep. Damage is
You really
premium.
need them to get damage.
Soul Siphon, good skill. But I mean, no mana there, so there's really no real imminent danger there for the Invoker.
I'm actually surprised that he didn't get Forge Spirits, but yeah.
The runes
The
actually.
Ice Wall is just really good. Oh wait, there's a Chakrio, and Invoker might be in trouble.
They're really pressuring
He has
mid
the
here,
region.
but it's just making space in the other lanes. So Gyro is actually perfectly content here. I mean, the ES is gonna get a couple levels here, but it's nothing major. Gyro's getting
Yeah,
relatively.
you should be able to stun him out by yourself completely.
Yeah, there's no issue there.
We're just pretty low though.
Yeah, he's out of regen too.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't go for stick because you know when they cost lots of stuff, you can just pop the stick after the mana leak and then time walk to get rid of the damage.
Yeah. The only thing that
And there's a big stack as well.
oh yeah.
I think Keep of the Light will form it
Invoker's in a
later.
lot of trouble. He pops the Fairy Fire. And actually, Death Prophet opts not to use pop the regen rune to get another Crypt Swarm off, which could result. Yeah, that could have been a kill.
Oh, maybe that is.
Yeah, he waited too long.
No.
A little bit of hesitation, small misplay. That would have been first blood, and that would have been huge. Keep the Invoker down, especially stopping before he gets the Midas too, which he's still a ways away.
Yep.
So the only thing I don't like about Void offlane is that typically you're going to be by yourself. I know he has help up here now, but Tranquil Boots.
You're not really farming.
Well, yeah, I mean, the levels are great, but just to sustain in the lane, I mean, most offlaners you can get Tranquil Boots on. Tranquil Boots on Void is just garbage.
No.
I mean,
Not gonna work well.
Centaur, I mean, you don't really do it with Clock, really, because Clock, I mean, you can get like a bottle, it's not too big of an issue, and he's a little bit more tanky, but like Centaur, Slardar, all those kind of things. And actually,
you can
Duke
get
comes in, and I think,
least-
oh, Soul Siphon's gonna help her out a lot, but she's going the wrong way here. Oh my gosh, she gets the kill so much.
There's
early
another
damage.
Soul Siphon.
Yeah, she's gonna get away.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Death Prophet, good hero confirmed.
OS Frog, please. So not the start that Captain Canuck had last game, not by a long shot.
Yeah, Void goes down though to the Illuminate from Coddle, so they get a return kill.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Well, they use Terrorblade to use Metamorphosis too, which I'm actually surprised he hasn't put any points in the Conjure. He's opting to max out Reflection, which I love the change they made. They actually made Reflection like worth putting points into. Which is
Yeah, it's like a mini Dark Seal wall now.
Yep. Yeah, before it was, I mean, you could just get the value point, and then it's just kind of bleh, but
It had a really decent cost range at some point, but then they nerfed it to the ground because 5 seconds slow.
Yeah.
It was a 5 second slow with like 30% movement slow. It was really good for level 1. It was actually too good, and they had to nerf it. But with the range nerf, like you had to stand right next to the enemy, and then it was like bad spell.
Void's still just rocking a Basti and a PMS right now. He's not having a good time. 6
Yeah.
CS, and he's at least able to leech a little XP, and there's a huge stack here. Oh my gosh. Actually, everyone's getting low here. The Doom, very low. He's going to limp back to the base. Invoker, very low.
His mid tower won't last.
And Death Prophet may be looking... she actually skips the point in the ultimate, which is pretty typical, actually. Because this would have been an
Yeah.
ideal time to push the towers. Invoker's very low and really in no position to do anything. He still is very far away from that Midas.
I mean, you were talking about Faceless Void not being able to pick up region, but you want to go for Bloods, and therefore you can just get the value ring of region in lane. to get some HP.
Yeah, he's just so broke right now though.
Yeah. Might need to get some boots first.
Denied!
Oh wait, and he didn't get a mango at all. Like, that's also a really good item just to get a little bit of HP regen go.
We're gonna get aggressive on Terrorblade here, but he's got his coddle here.
And I'm actually surprised that Cottle doesn't try to farm the stag at all.
I'm actually kind of curious who
They
they're
don't
saving it
know.
for. Yep, now that this is their chance to get Void. No Doom online, but they won't need it. Wow, so much damage coming out. Use Metamorphosis one more time, they get another kill on the Void.
Yep.
I think that was more just to ensure it. I think they could have got it. Actually, look at the, oh my gosh, TP rotation coming in for the Invoker, but no mana here on the Death Prophet, so she's actually just kind of here. She got enough for a Soul Siphon, but oh, she's actually gonna get the kill, but Doom goes on to her.
Okay. But yeah, she's doomed now and she should go down at least. There's an Illuminate cost. Alright, Doom's ticking. But it's level 1, so not too much damage.
Oh,
And there's
Gyrocopter
to help
comes
out,
in.
but Gyrocopter.
Yeah, she's gonna be okay, and they're actually gonna be able to turn this. Gyro can actually finish off. Doom tries to deny himself here, but Deathpop's gonna pick up another kill on the Earthshaker. Wow. And
Yeah, the Earthshaker didn't have mana for Fisher and he didn't want to Soul Ring because he was almost dead as well. So he would have died to just one right click.
man, I mean, I appreciate the chase, but even in enemy territory, you gotta expect that kind of stuff. So this, I mean, this is the exact opposite from what we saw last game. I mean, it's not like a complete romp, but this is like manageable lanes. I mean, you know, a lot of overextension and a mid, like, and last time Lina already had like 5 kills at this point.
Radiant's mid tower.
Yeah, and just the fact that, you know, they're gonna have more tools to fight. They're gonna have a little bit more pickup potential. Because like last game they were all on the team fight, but when there was no team fight, when there was like 2 versus 2, your big team fight ultimates were like not really that useful because you couldn't combo them.
A little different story here. So, I mean, this is all happening before they really even group up, when they really get strong, when they start using the time bubble. So, Yule's actually almost just about 3/4 of the way picked up here for DP. Invoker's still working on the Midas here. He had such a good start, now he's just struggling so much. Exorcism's used, and they're going to take a free T1.
Yep, that was gonna go down. Canuck still 200 gold
Like I
away
said,
from
they get
Midas.
another kill. I mean, this sound like broken records here, man.
Oh yeah, the Void.
Metamorphosis popped, Void dies. And I think they're going to look to take a T1 of their own here now.
Towers in bad shape.
So that's only a
One
drawback
important
here.
thing-
They still have great damage though.
Radiant's toughened up
But
their
One
structure.
important thing to mention, Metamorphosis gives base damage, and with the Overwolf aura you get the
The Radiant
bonus damage based on your base damage, so it's even better with Terrorblade.
so we're tied up 4-4, but I don't know, man. This game has a whole different feel to it. Invoker
Yeah,
now has the Midas. It's on the courier. 12 minutes, baby.
Finally has it.
Give me that gold.
Something about that bottom tower.
Alright.
It's the same time as Warlock last game.
How'd that work out for him?
But Warlock had face boots, Invoker just has a Midas.
Yeah. Kind of broke joke right now. Double damage on the Death Prophet, but not really good positioning to make anything of it. Doom is
Yeah,
actually
like-
online again if they decide. It looks like he's going to go for drums here, just get the early stats. Yule's picked up and finished by the Death Prophet.
Radiant's mid tower's getting
Void
backed
is
up.
so poor right now.
No, he's going for Blade Mail.
Fortified their
He
structure.
Doom?
picked up a chainmail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't like the Blade Mail against Death Prophet too much.
I mean, I know
Because
he
the
has
access-
serious armor issues and mana issues, so I guess it's not bad because it gives him kind of what he needs. But at the same time, it's just very underwhelming. I mean, there's... At least
No, the
now I
thing
don't
is-
see anything that would, like, require it, you know?
Exorcism ghosts deal damage and not Death Prophet, so you can't reflect the damage back to the Death Prophet when he... And when you need some armor, you could go for the Vlads as well, because there is no Vlads on that team right
Did you
now.
say exorcism damage was pure?
No, the exorcism ghosts are the source of the damage and not the death prophet, so you can't reflect the exorcism damage to the death prophet back.
From blade mail? Are you sure about that?
Yes.
About that. Okay, so yeah, Void, he picks up the Iron Talon. He's definitely going Vlad's, but I mean he's right down there with the supports on his team. I've seen this happen way too many times too. They're just so poor.
There's just casually jungle farming Void. Looks like he didn't really see him.
I think this
Didn't
might
want to
be a
go
Doom
for it.
coming out. They're going to try to get a free kill. Echo Slam and Doom committed.
Okay,
Wow.
2 ultimates for Jakiro? Interesting. They don't like that guy.
They really, really wanted the gold. And actually, I think that might have been part of the reason too. And we're going to get the first time bubble of the game. Gyrocopter pops his ult. Doom is history. And Void actually is able to make it out too.
Might die as well. There's a time dilation. And can they get? Oh, he's just chipping
He's
out
going to
and
TP out right in
Void.
his face. Coddle doing a lot of damage, but now he's by himself, so he's got to TP out. There's no way to stop him though.
Yeah, Void had the bash, but the thing is, when he walked towards the Earthshaker, Coddle could have just released the Illuminate to kill him. So was nice play by AD2L to save each other. Good stuff.
Alright, so Invoker's already making his climb back. He's got his phase boots now. He's 4th in net worth. Granted, he's pretty far back, but it's only 2,000 gold. Only one. He's got 2/3 of his counterpart, so it's not terrible. He's gonna finally be able to pressure this T1 mid. And he's already level 11, so really he struggled, but it really isn't too bad. And the Midas will help him get back to the game a lot faster. So
Yeah, Earthshaker picked up a Blink Dagger as well. So
yeah, that's the
Good
I was
stuff
gonna
on him.
mention, but we got into the team fight. Yeah, he dropped the Echo, but I think he really just wanted. He just really wanted to get the finish off the kill so he could hit his Blink Dagger, which is understandable. Getting it this early in the game as a support, that's pretty damn good.
or somewhat offlaner. It's more like
Yeah.
it was a jungle Doom because it was like in lane for 2 minutes and
Well, and then when they left the Gyrocopter solo versus Earthshaker, he's actually really able to get some CS. Actually, it's 39, so yeah, he's not doing too shabby.
yeah, maybe Gyrocopter was pushing the lane a bit. He had a creep wave on this tower, was able to. And I mean, as soon as you get your soul ring, you can kind of time out the fight.
Radiant's mid towers get
Pretty
Wow, they
decent.
don't even bother with the glyph there. So the mid T1 will go down, but Invoker's in a really, really difficult spot here.
towers coming apart.
Actually, there's no backup there, so he's gonna be okay.
All right.
Void committing to the jungle. He's really trying to finish up this flats. And there's
Jakiro
another Doom on the
is in trouble
Jakiro.
here.
Just so much hate.
Okay, I now get the strat. You walk into the macro pile, you kill Jakiro.
The blade mail. 1 in 50 pro games. Alright, so we have some meta forging being done here.
New strat incoming. 5-man blade mail kill the drops his macro pile.
The only thing more cheeky than that is
Radiant's bottom towers seen
I
better
think
days.
Viper intentionally running into the, what is it? Oh, what's Batrider's?
The flaming.
I can't think of it. No, the Firefly. When Viper runs through it, so he applies the passive. And Void Chronosphere here, and there's no chance that he makes out of this alive. Very, very opportunistic, but not quite.
They dropped the Mystic Flare, but with no real follow-up.
Yeah,
And they
unfortunately
get
the
the
TP was a
slow
little
from
late there.
Scarlet
The
Mage?
Chrono's way done.
Can they get
And
anything?
Ice Path
Oh,
and Yule, so they commit both,
Yeah.
and they're just gonna take out their
yeah,
Shaker
Earthshaker
here.
goes down.
It's unfortunate. I'm not really sure why. I think the Void was scared of dying because he chronoed at like
They're
100
pushing
HP.
top.
Radiant structures must have been fortified.
Okay, they pop the glyph, but Metamorphosis is there, so they can get the tier 1,
Yeah.
the tier 2. So. I
like
mean,
Doom's
they
gonna
got
go-
an Earthshaker.
Doom's gonna
But
go with the
they-
Vlads as well. So
Radiant lost the top tower.
yeah, AD2L4 turning this game around really quickly, and look who's at top of the net worth now. Opal Terrorblade.
Yeah, and when this guy's snowballing, you're in trouble.
Yeah, when he's at top of the net worth at 18 minutes, yeah, that's probably bad. But I mean, that's what the hero does. I mean, he takes the towers, and he got free kills too versus the Void. So participated in 4, got credit for 2. So
Just have to painfully remember the one in-house where we played against Ted Casts, and he got his Terror Blade. We forgot to ban it, and yeah, it was like a complete storm when you couldn't do anything against him.
you mean the Teddy Blade? The Teddy Blade?
Yeah.
Can't be stopped. Yeah, but did he have the Arcana
Definitely
too?
Arcana.
That's the thing. Oh my
I
god.
actually don't think that items are that necessary to be good on a hero.
Are you kidding me? If you don't have the cosmetics, your hero doesn't even do anything. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 19-minute Vlad's finished on the Void. Still brown boots though. Gyro pick up a kill bottom. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Doom got a little bit greedy, got ganked, but that's
Nope.
Terrorblade, and he says, "Hey."
Yeah, he's just gonna come in. He still actually has no mana for Sunder, so he can't get too crazy here.
Well, you don't want to sunder someone who's already lower than you.
I was thinking Jakiro might pop in, but they're just gonna cut
That's-
their losses, and there we
that's
go.
Echo's
Void actually
lemonade.
TP's in, and now they got the macro pyre. They got the setup, just barely reaching the Terrorblade. There you go. It's just enough mana for Sunder, but I think he's still gonna go down.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah,
Yikes.
Sunstrike misses as well.
So they'll lose 3, and they actually won't pick up any more kills on the backside of that.
Yeah, AD2L, they get greedy again.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that Jakiro got that close because all the heroes that were near the Terrorblade were very low, and Jakiro just walks up to him. Hey, buddy, you want full health again? Yeah, he just barely had enough mana for that too.
I mean, they had the silence from, so
Ooh, this is old school Exhort Invoker. We got drums into what looks like a Necro book.
yeah.
Dire's bottom tower.
That's old
I
school
mean,
push.
He hasn't helped out in team
Oh!
fights too much, so the use.
Echo Slam.
And there's the Sunstrike.
There you go, the
okay,
Sunstrike,
this one
so-
lands.
Actually, they're running down the Jakiro too, and he's got mana leak on him, so he's gonna be stunned momentarily here. He's gonna stay put,
Yeah,
just
just-
accept his fate, I guess.
Drop some spells, deal some damage, be annoying.
Try to make a little bit more space here. Death Prophet actually now picks up another kill as well, so it looks like she's gonna go with the Octane Core right away.
Yeah, and oh, Death Prophet might be in trouble. Doom comes out and
Soul
oh,
Siphon though.
she got the Soul Siphon off. Good
Yeah,
stuff.
she can walk it off. She's plenty fast.
It's just level 1 Doom, it doesn't deal too much damage. And
Yeah, they're gonna
they
silence
could
him.
just
They can
right-click
turn
him?
on him too.
Ah, no, you have to be careful now.
Actually, the Earthshaker
Yeah,
there, I
yeah.
forgot about the blink, just pops right in and explodes the Skywrath here, and they can just start pushing. They got Metamorphosis and Illusions going ham right now.
Yeah, that tower's gone.
Breaking down the radiant
Yeah,
structures
Death
like
Prophet looks like she wants to contest and actually have a TP in from the Gyro, but
There's
they can drop a.
Chronosphere's up in 6
like a
seconds,
zoning-
but there's no mana.
Oh, Doom just comes in, just spanks her though. Oh my gosh.
I have to say the Blade Mail really paid off.
Yeah, we can talk smack, but he got the call right, I think. Terrorblade picking up another kill on Jakiro. And oh my gosh, so much damage coming out there. Void has to get out of there right away. Without the Chrono, I mean, they just don't have that much setup. Their ultimates are great, but by themselves, they're just so weak. And I mean, Death Prophet was pretty much by herself there, so there's no exorcism for that fight. So
goes Radiant's bottom tower.
You know, everybody has been hating Death Prophet for the spirit. It's just way too good as a heal, and it's too overpowered, but looks like you just have to get the Blade Mail and then it's counted.
Radiant's bottom tower.
well, it also helped that there were other heroes there too. Doom. Alright, so they actually, it took a little bit, but they get the full man wipe, and Doom's going to be back up in 30 seconds here, so they're going to take one more tower, the last tower that they can take on the outer side of the enemy map. So that's a lot of gold going their way early, and you can see it on the net worth chart. My gosh.
Yeah, and Keeper of the Light has an Aghanim.
I saw him starting on it, yeah, he has it finished now.
And when there's
I think it's
gonna
Roche
be
time.
next day, a few minutes. But when they have day, they can just go pushing and again.
Yeah, they see their early advantage. They know that they're doing quite all right, so they're gonna take their rush with their map control.
Drums
28 out of
International.
yeah. It used to be very popular back in the day. I mean, you get like the BOTs, you just go straight split push. Obviously, he couldn't go for BOTs because he had a pretty rough early game, but he's definitely recovered. I mean, he's been in the top 3 net worth for the last 8 minutes or so.
Yeah, and the Necro pickup synergizes really well with the fact that they win a lot, because the Necronomicon are good attack speed aura that busts up everyone in your team as well.
Yeah, they got all the auras in their favor. They got the Alpha Wolf, they got the Vlads. Necron actually looks like a Veil's going to be coming out for the Earthshaker too, so you're going to have all the tools they need to take high ground here very shortly. Actually, screw shortly. They want it now. They have Aegis. And look at that tower just melt. Terrorblade. So much damage. They don't have Glyph up either.
And that's gonna be the heals.
We're gonna need the Chrono here. Oh my gosh, whiffs the Chrono, gets exploded. A huge Echo Slam, and they're just gonna wipe him off the floor. Aegis is popped, but Jakiro is dead. And the Doom actually finishes off the Skywrath. So entire team might buy back on the Gyro, but I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, he's gonna die here. Die back on the Gyro, and this might be a GG call.
Yeah, just the Blade Mail coming in to play again against the Rocket Barrage. Like, it's apparently not a common pickup on Doom, and I also never really bought it, but it paid off a lot.
Yeah, I will eat my words. That was amazing. And look at the heals during daytime too. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they can just keep going for Megas now.
Shout out to AD2L entry. Yeah, this isn't entry anymore. This is a little more stiff competition. So Mega's imminent. Scotty picked up just for fun, and that's GG.
Yeah. But
one more kill.
we have to give it to Congee. They had a lot better game this time. They didn't tilt. They did their best to get a good draft going, to get a good game going. It wasn't enough, but they tried, and they almost succeeded. So.
Yeah, I mean, I have to hand it to them. I mean, honestly, after, pardon my French, but an ass whooping like they had the first game, I mean, me personally, I probably would have tilted, but they kept it very close. They had a very good laning stage. It did pretty damn good, all things considered. They just couldn't put it all together, unfortunately. You never really got to see the Chrono into the Mystic Flare synergizing with anything else, but
yeah, the big combo didn't go out, and the Terror is just a nasty split pushing hero, and yeah, well,
yeah.
it was still good from Congee, so I'm happy with it.
I'm assuming that by that I think they were an entry. I'm not entirely sure. I did some entry last season, but I mean, there's a few teams that they do well in entry, and they're like, hey, let's try things out here. Let's try heroic, and not the best year to try heroic because they actually merged champion and heroic, so it's basically 4 to 6k plus MMR. So there's quite a bit of skill discrepancy here between some teams, and I think this is a case of that. So nothing against Congee, they played their hearts out, but better team definitely won today. EMPOW4 takes the series sweep. So, well, Illumini, thank you for joining me. Great stats on stats, fantastic job as always. Any last words, my friend, before we sign off?
Not really. I got to see some good Dota, and so yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and yeah.
There you go. I'll be back Thursday and Friday for more playoff games, but a couple days for break, play some pubs, and apparently get Blade Mail on Doom. Tell your friends.
Yeah, Blade Mail on Doom, good at him. So yeah, bye guys.
Definitely. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again soon.